Beck, buenas tardes.
Buenos.
¿Qué tal estamos? How are you?
Bien.
Thank you very much for being here, especially at this time of the day, which is, especially you're playing tonight and taking the time to come here.
No problema.
How's Spain so far? You've been to Toledo yesterday?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I knew I would though. So it's no surprise, but it's beautiful.
You've been to Europe before, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be back now with an organized tour?
It's well, we just got here, so it's it's different, of course. I've always come over here aimlessly, just wandering around. Now I sort of have a purpose, coming over here to play music, and so I guess it's more like work, but it's still quite pleasurable.
For the people who knows you through Loser, what would you like those people to know about you? You want to be a singer-songwriter, or you want to be a poet, or somebody from another planet?
From another planet.
As he thinks you are, anyway.
Coming from the future to...
right. So what would you like people to think about you as
yeah, I don't, just something plain, just someone who writes songs and sings them, just something very simple, nothing like probably how I'm perceived by most people. Maybe people who just see the video or just hear the one song, it might come off as sort of cartoonish, but I don't know, I think of myself as a fairly serious song person, I take it pretty serious. It's not really it's like all music, I guess. I wouldn't say that I'm really a songwriter, because I like to use a lot of different elements, words and sounds and something like that. Just I guess someone who makes music.
Probably the best way to know you is just to know your songs, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like about Still My Body Home, that's the song they're going to play next.
Oh, okay.
What about the song? Tell us a little bit about it.
The song is based on a Lead Belly song that was probably one of the first songs I ever learned how to play. When I started playing music, I played mostly traditional American folk music, Woody Guthrie, Lead Belly, and a lot of the Delta blues, Fred McDowell. So I was, for a long time, I was immersed in all this sort of folklore and stuff like that. So the Still My Body Home is based on a Lead Belly song, Where Did You Sleep Last Night?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of different titles. And actually, it's sort of strange. Nirvana done a cover of it, but the story is of a woman whose husband works on the railways on a train, and there's some accident on the train, and he loses his head. His head gets cut off, and so they go back to find the body, but they never find the body. So it's sort of a gothic tale, and then the every night his wife disappears into the woods, and she's taken his body and keeps it in the woods, and she goes to sleep with it at night. So it's got a little bit of that song, and then I, of course, threw in some extra stuff into the song. But that song is the starting off point.
Sorry?
It's the starting off point for Steal My Body Home.
Okay, who wants to know about Loser? First of all, he is wondering whether the song is like a recap of all the time you lived between New York and Los Angeles. And also, why did you come up with the Spanish sentence, soy un perdedor, in the chorus?
Oh, what? Why did I say it in Spanish?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I love the language, and it seems better to sing in. If I knew more Spanish, I would probably sing more in Spanish. Also, yeah, I figured it was the chorus, and if there was some Spanish in there, it might make it a little more fun to sing it or something. There was no real reason behind it. I was at the time when we recorded it, I was trying to learn Spanish, so I just sort of threw that in there.
And he also wanted to know about whether this song was like a recap or the.
I guess you could say, yeah. I mean, yeah, it had a lot to do with my life at the time. Almost 4 years ago, but the lyrics are all over the place. So a lot of it, the lyrics from a movie a friend of mine made called "Kill the Moonlight," about this stock car driver who can't really get his thing together. He's always screwing up in life. So some of the lyrics came from that, and just most of it was just stream of consciousness, and words that would sound good together,
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really have to mean anything.
Okay, some people are wondering whether the lyrics are included in the CD, and some people complain, about the fact that they need to know the lyrics or whatever.
Mm.
Do you think that your songs has to be understood because of the music and not because of the lyrics?
Well, I always hate it when they put the lyrics in the record, unless the music's so loud that you can't understand the words at all. But if you listen to the Mellow Gold record, the voice is way up front, like way more so than most albums that come out now. Usually they bury the vocal, so you have to really strain to hear the words. So, if you speak English, the words are pretty obvious, I think. But I suppose, yeah, if you don't speak English, it might be nice to have the lyrics. I just never thought about that. Putting out a record, you don't really consider that people, in say Hong Kong are going to be listening to your record. That would never occur to me at the time. But maybe in the future, yeah, I'd put the lyrics or some kind of lyric sheet, because the lyrics for me are the most important part. The music is just what sort of surrounds the words.
Do you mind if he reads a little bit of the Losers lyrics? It's
In
Spanish.
But any written down form of the lyrics have always been different than what they really are. So they might be a little different. Yeah. But taking the words out of the context of the song, they the words are more of a rhythm than actually a separate entity. From the song. The words are just sort of a rhythm for your tongue to ride on, I guess.
So he's not going to read the lyrics.
Solo lo voy a
you can read them. I was just going to preface it with that. You can read them if you want. Yeah.
Dice que puedes hacerlo, simplemente quería puntualizar, ¿no?
Entiendo. Hombre, la verdad me parece que...
Maybe I can play some bongos or something.
Toca un poco la percusión mientras tú lees.
Fingers,
Are you playing Loser tonight?
Yeah, we pretty much played every show.
With the same lyrics?
No, we changed the lyrics. We played it the other night. We sang, I'm a nickel, so why don't you shine me?
Uh-huh. A nickel, a coin?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He reckons you have like about 50 songs recorded in the last couple of years. Do you remember all the songs?
No, by heart?
Yeah, by heart.
No, it's yeah, no. We made up a list the other night of all the songs that we haven't been playing live, and we just dragged out this long list. All these songs that I forgot that we had. So yeah.
You think is there any other record company deal with the same sort of convenient conditions that the one that you've got?
Does it? What do you mean? Does somebody else have something similar? Not that I know of. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe Sonic Youth pretty much gets to do whatever they want. That's one of the reasons why I went to the same. I work with the same record company. Sonic Youth gets to do. The records sound like Sonic Youth records.
Did you meet Kurt? Were you a friend of his, Kurt Cobain?
No, I never met him. No. I know that I heard that he got the Mellow Gold record when it came out, and that he liked it. I never met him though.
This guy was referring to the question that Paco asked about all those songs, those 50 songs that you have recorded, and I guess this guy doesn't know much about your all the albums released apart from Mellow Gold. So he wanted to know a little bit about the records you have put out.
I can help you if you want. I have a list here.
Right. Well, there's one on K Records called One Foot in the Grave, and it's a full length album. It's mostly acoustic music. More folkish. Then there's Stereopathetic Soul Manure, which is just a bunch of various songs thrown together. It's sort of a mishmash of noise and country music and all sorts of stuff like that. Then there's just a bunch of singles and of course a few home tapes that I've made over the years that haven't really been released on CD yet, but probably next year they will.
This is a classic folk song, no?
What's that?
This is a classic song, but folk music, western.
Traditional folk
No,
song.
I wrote it.
Él la ha escrito él la canción.
Ya, pero que no le parece muy.
But this is not a noise song, which is.
Right. Oh, I thought you meant was it a cover or something? No. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty straight ahead, but I like that. So.
Do you know what the next album that's going to be put out?
The next full length, I would say next spring or something. Yeah.
Para la próxima primavera.
¿En qué compañía?
On what label?
Probably Geffen. There's probably at least 2 records will come out next year, because we've just started recording, and there's probably about 30 songs recorded already, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff left over.
Venga.
Hello, Beck.
Hello.
Hey, I cannot speak English. Oh man.
Sometimes I can't either.
So I was just.
tampoco a veces.
Yeah. I was just wondering. Well, when I was in the United States, I had my house sister because I was there as an exchange student, and every time we listened to your songs and stuff, we always were wondering if there's rap or alternative music out. I would like to know what kind of music do you play?
What I would categorize it as?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I've made a few feeble attempts at trying to categorize it, and I've pretty much given up. I guess one I had was folk, noise, trash, or something. I can't really think of too much. I just think mostly it's folk music.
It's folk music, but what about the song "I'm a Loser Baby"?
Yeah, that's it's. I could have easily just played that on an acoustic guitar and sung the lyrics, but instead I rapped them, and I don't know. I tend to think a lot of rap music now is the folk music of this time. What's that?
So you said the song "I'm a Loser Baby" is mostly folk?
Yeah, it's more of a folk song than anything.
Okay. Nice to talk to you.
But it's up to you. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I don't really care,
Bueno, hi Beck.
Hi.
Well, I'd like to tell you something. I think. Don't you think that Loser is pretty different from the rest of the songs in the album? The rhythms and so on.
Yeah, well, there's only 3 rap songs on the album. So if you compare them as rap songs, yeah, it's different. But I don't know, lyrically, I don't think it's all that different from everything else.
Yes, but I mean that when you listen to Loser for the first time, maybe you see Beck, if you don't know him, as I don't know, it's more similar to even Red Hot Chili Peppers and so on. Yeah.
That's sort of frightening. That's sort of frightening to me.
I think I know that it's strange, but
you could take it out of context. Yeah, you could take it out of the context, definitely.
Yeah. We'll give it away on this. I thought it was similar. The album.
Really?
That's why I bought it.
The song "Loser" was recorded 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know it.
It's kind of old.
Yeah, I know that we are talking much about Loser, but
it's sort of a song.
And maybe it's very far from now, but well, that's the music we have now here in Spain about you, and you have to understand it.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, thank you anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Bye. Goodbye.
I'm not sure if that was an insult or a compliment. I'm not sure how to take that.
It was probably a compliment.
Oh, was it? Okay.
What do you think? What do you think of the Chili Peppers?
I'm not a big fan of theirs, but they're good at what they do. You know, I respect them. So.
Respeta lo que hacen, pero no es un fan.
Just not really my style.
What kind of relation have Beck with the devil?
With who?
The devil.
With the devil? Oh, man.
Good question.
Well, you know, it's like, it's a bounce, you know. It's, you know, the spirit, you know, and the devil. I don't know. I guess the devil's, you know, present in every aspect of life these days. I guess it's in a lot of the songs because, you know, it's just a classic character, Mephistopheles or the tempter or the perverter or whatever. What was the question? Was it my relation with the devil?
Right.
I don't know. It's, you know, you go along and you know, you're making a song or recording it, and somewhere along the line, the song just completely goes haywire, and I guess that's when the devil comes in and takes over or something. He starts slowing the tape down and speeding it up and distorting it, and sometimes he sets the tape on fire. All depends.
It's a lot of phone calls coming in, but you have to go, and that's it for today.
We have to play show.
What are the musicians playing with you tonight?
Dave, Joey, and Lance.
Dave, Joey, and
Lance.
Lance.
Oh, yeah.
Esos son músicos.
Okay, Beck, thank you very much for staying here.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Sí, un placer.
Bye.